Previously on Sailing Via, we left the San Juan Islands and traveled south. We finally crossed the Strait of Juan de Fuca, and it brought us right under our first bridge.
Oh my god, Mike.
It's our first bridge.
That's our first bridge.
First power lines.
Ah! Little did we know, right around the corner, the adventures continued.
So there was just a radio transmission on 16. So on the chart it says that this area is it said it was a torpedo range, like a torpedo practice range or something. And then they just came over the radio from Keyport, which is right here, saying that the range is active today. Just asking all mariners to keep a good lookout, monitor the channel, and then keep your distance like 300 yards from any vessels with flashing lights. And that boat out there has got flashing red lights.
Keyport Range Control. The Keyport Range is active today and conducting hazardous operations in the vicinity of Point Bolin. All mariners stranded in the area are requested to maintain a sharp lookout for semi-submerged objects, provide a 300-yard separation from the anchored vessel with flashing lights, and maintain a listening watch on VHF Channel 16. This is Keyport Range Control, out.
Half-submerged torpedoes.
I have no idea.
Do they have divers out?
No.
Submerged objects. And here I was thinking that the most exciting thing that we would do today was go under a bridge, but no, we're dodging torpedoes. I don't know what that means. I don't know what those little sneaky guys are doing, but I don't love dodging torpedoes. I don't love it for us. So can you make out what they're doing?
There's like a green something, looks like a round green thing floating off their bow. And I think it's attached to them with like some sort of a cable, I don't know. I was thinking how crazy would it be if we see like a trail of bubbles and then that thing freaking blows up. They don't seem to be paying any attention to us, so I think they're cool with what we're doing. I'm just skirting, like we're in 15 feet, I'm just like as
Careful.
kind of shallow as I want to be over here.
All right, well, we dodged our torpedoes and we made it under the bridge. We made it under another set of power lines that just appeared so quickly I couldn't get the camera out, but that was also scary. Power lines are super scary for a variety of reasons. But anyway, we survived. We're here in Poulsbo, I don't know how you say it, but it's cute as hell, and you can see Rainier right behind me. So yesterday was the beautiful spring pink supermoon, which means that we are currently in some really dramatic tides right now. It is low tide and extra low tide. And we're passing through a channel right here to get to Oak Harbor, where we need to be today. And we are at a snail's pace because we have... Is this the...
It gets quite shallow here.
So it gets really shallow. So we might hit bottom here. This might be our first time. foot?
No, 5'2"
Okay.
And our depth sounder is a couple feet below the water. So when it says that we're in 8 feet, we're probably in 10. We're in the shallowest part right now, 7.6. And there's a little, on the chart anyway, there's a little spot here that says only 6 feet. The tide is super low because of the supermoon.
Yeah.
So it's actually like, it's actually
below
one,
what the chart
it's
says.
below what the chart says, yeah, by a foot right now. We're back up to 8.5. So yeah, potentially there's a couple spots in here where we could have some trouble. And tomorrow, this time, it's going to be 2 feet below what the chart says.
But are we going to be like out of steerage?
I mean, if you end up hard aground, then you're kind of stuck. But the tide's coming up, so that's the good thing. It's worse to run aground when the tide's going out, because then you can be left, you know, in a pickle. But we would float, you know, in a half hour or something when the tide came in a little bit.
I'm gonna very carefully go up. This is crazy.
So we're just gonna anchor straight up
In 3.5 feet of water.
10 feet of water.
They say there's only 2 types of sailors. Those who have run aground and those who will run aground. So it's kind of a matter of when, not if, but I don't know, it's still scary though. I think we just made it through the shallowest part here, so I hope we're through the worst of it.
Yeah, we're gonna be anchoring pretty soon, Taylor.
Okay. Are we through the worst of it?
Yeah, everything in here should be kind of what we're in right now, so nothing really changes.
All right. We're anchored and the tide is rising now, so I think we're good to go. And today is actually a really exciting day, and we had to come to this very particular anchorage because we have an appointment for both of us to go get our COVID vaccines today. So we're anchored off the marina here. We are going to take the dinghy to shore. We are going to walk, I don't know, it's like a 1.5 miles or something up to the location, the drugstore that we're getting it done at. And then we're going to walk back. So it's going to be a little bit of an adventure today. I mean, I feel like we already kind of did a little bit of an adventure by, you know, almost running aground, but the adventure continues, I suppose. And we are off to get our first dose of the vaccine. So it's going to be a fun little afternoon. Here we go. Boats out there. Dogs are in there. Feel bad for leaving them, but they'll be okay. It's a little bit of a hike, so they're out there. And we are on our way to get vaccines.
I'm excited. I'm not excited about doing the shop, but
This is pretty. It smells really good.
I know.
I'm hungry too.
Well, I think there'll be snacks along the way.
Should have brought snacks. That was an amateur move. I can't believe I forgot to bring snacks.
Done.
Is it over? Wow, okay.
You want it to be over?
I mean, I do. I'm happy to hear that. That was good. Okay. Check me out. I don't even care. Okay, we did it. We got our vaccine. Well, you're fully vaccinated because you got the J&J, but I got the 2-dose situation, so I'm gonna have to find another place to get my second shot in a few weeks. But first one is done. That was an epic line. We waited for like an hour, and of course, it totally went away just as we were finishing. But
Happy we got it.
Yeah, me too. So the dogs have been alone on the boat for a while. Hope they're doing all right. I'm super hungry. It is time to eat some food. So we are just making our way downtown, walking fast, paces fast in a Honda. We are slowly but surely making our way back up to the San Juan Islands here. So we are inching closer and closer to Deception Pass. It's gonna be cool though, because we used to go visit Deception Pass and look at it from the top. So we're gonna be passing through and the water is gonna be neat. So anyway, next couple of days we're getting ready for that and eating all the food because I'm super hungry.
Hey, nice little sandy beach. It's a good little nook. So I've been, I feel like I've had a really crazy mix of emotions lately. Like really excited, to be doing what we're doing, and like living on the boat has been, for the most part, awesome. And it's like a dream come true for me. And I'm super excited to get out of Puget Sound area and like out open ocean sailing. And I'm super excited to like get out, go to a new place. We lived in Seattle for like 10 years, and the whole purpose of this whole thing is to travel and see the world. And while the Pacific Northwest is beautiful and there's so much to love here and I love what we're doing, I really want to go somewhere else, and I can't wait to do it. But I'm also like nervous. We're gonna do our first real ocean sailing, our first big passage, our first overnight. It's a lot of firsts, and it's a pretty serious stretch of water to be doing it in. So I don't know. It's like, oh God, it's only like 3 months away now. End of April. Yeah, 3.5 months away. And I have like a bunch of projects that we got to get done. The standing rigging is the big one. So I'm just anxious and nervous and excited, and I don't know. It's cool, but it's also sometimes like a lot. For someone who's emotionally dead inside, it's a lot of feeling. So we're gonna enjoy this little beach. You're getting a bath. Alright guys, let's go explore.
Join us next time as we navigate through the infamous Deception Pass.
It's either a chill, beautiful pass through, or it's a whitewater rafting ride to your death.
I know.
And we're on the other side of the bridge now, and that's where the boils are.